All right, welcome back to the channel. It's your boy Fanon. And in this video, we're going to be talking about Gervonta Tank Davis, who speaks out on Devin Haney versus Regis Prograis, which is the next big 140-pound fight to be taking place this December 9th. And he does it in response to claims that Regis Prograis will beat Devin Haney in that matchup. Gervonta Davis is a funny man. Let's talk about that in this video. All right, welcome back to the channel and happy holidays. We are only 4 days away from Thanksgiving. So if you happen to watch this watch this video during Thanksgiving, shout out to you and enjoy your holidays. We are going to be talking about the 140-pound division, where we've got a big fight coming up on December 9th, a good fight coming up on December 9th between the former undisputed lightweight champion, Devin the Dream Haney, and the two-time 140-pound champion, Regis Prograis, who are the subject of a couple hilarious tweets by Ray Jackson. Shout out to my guy, Ray Jackson, out there on Twitter, and also Gervonta Tank Davis, the cash cow of the 135, 140-pound, anywhere south of 168 pound divisions, who makes a comment that, I don't like, because I'm a big Regis Prograis fan, but he lets it be known what he thinks. Now, before I get into the details, let me welcome you back to the channel. If you are new to the channel, please accept my invitation, hit the subscribe button, hit the bell icon so you can be notified of when we release more video. And if you are a longtime subscriber and supporter, thank you guys so much for your continued support. You all are definitely the reason. Each one of you guys are the reason I'm able to continue to do this on the channel. So I am very, very thankful and with a lot of gratitude, feel a lot of gratitude for you guys chopping it up with me about the sport of boxing. But let's get into this, because I'm hopeful for a good fight to take place on December 9th between Devin the Dream Haney and Regis Prograis. Both of them, I think, are excellent fighters, are both American fighters. So, I like both of the guys as far as what they do in the ring. Not the biggest fan of a lot of the drama that goes on around them outside the ring. But hey, man, it is what it is, man. This generation of boxing fans and social media, as social media continues to become more of a part of our day-to-day lives, that you just can't miss the back and forth and all of this stuff in real time. So Ray Davis put out a tweet making a prediction about the fight and said Regis Prograis, and still obviously saying Regis Prograis is going to come out and beat Devin Haney in that matchup. I favor Devin Haney to win the fight. However, it's most definitely a fight that can go either way. And depending on what Devin does and depending on what Regis Prograis does, those fights can go either way. It's a legit matchup. I got nothing but respect for Regis Prograis as a fighter. But, styles make fights. So when Gervonta Davis says, and still a flat-footed bastard, a flat-footed bastard, right? The comedy behind it is one thing, right? Because Regis Prograis is kind of a flat-footed fighter. He comes forward at you. He's not the biggest guy in the world, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So him dancing around on the outside is not going to work for him, because he doesn't have the arm length and all of that stuff to do it. He's somebody that is really trying to come forward at you and land shots. But I do think that defensively speaking, he's a lot more crafty and a lot slicker fighter than people give him credit for, man. He's a tremendous fighter, and he proved it by winning world championships multiple times. And even in the fight that he lost against Josh Taylor, personally, I think that thing should have been a draw. And if Josh Taylor had fought him in the United States, man, it may have been a draw. If it may have been a draw, it may have been a win for Regis Prograis. I just think that the people were really, because it was out there in the UK that, Josh Taylor got the calls. Now, Josh Taylor's a good fighter, don't get me wrong, but that's kind of what I think about Regis. I'm a big fan of Regis Prograis. Devin is obviously a very good fighter. And I don't think, though, that what Gervonta Davis is necessarily saying is that he's not that he can't win the fight. But that, he's just not particularly fond of Regis Prograis style either, man. All these guys are going back and forth and beefing with each other and talking smack about each other. But at the end of the day, man, I think that it's all good entertainment, and hopefully we can get a very good fight, unlike what we got out of Shakur Stevenson and Edwin De Los Santos in that last fight. Now, what I mean about that in this fight coming up, and hey, man, the Devin Haney fans, y'all ain't never gonna like me, but I'm gonna tell you the truth. Shakur Stevenson stunk that gym up against Edwin De Los Santos with his feet. Devin Haney can stink up that gym with Regis Prograis by all that grappling and holding that he does whenever he gets hit or whenever he gets close to somebody, right? And doing that excessively. So I would not be surprised, bro, if we get two fights between guys that are belt holders at lightweight that wind up to be two stinkers because of the old man style in which both Devin Haney and Shakur Stevenson can fight sometimes, right? Being a little bit too smart for their own good and really dampening the entertainment in the fight. But all in all, man, I think it's a really good thing, man. This has been a great year of boxing in 2023. We had Gervonta fight 2 times. We got a couple Shakur Stevenson fights. We got multiple Devin Haney fights. We've got several Regis Prograis fights. Now, the worry for me for Devin Haney and going into this fight with Regis Prograis is that Regis Prograis had a lackluster performance in his fight. I can't remember the name of the guy that he just fought in New Orleans. However, I think Regis Prograis got caught coming in, got caught square, got knocked down, and wound up, having kind of a stinker of a fight, man, plotting behind the guy, not being able to catch up with him. So, if that is the performance that Devin Haney's expecting out of Regis Prograis, man, you better hope that that's what you get, and you don't get somebody that is a lot more prepared, more focused on having watched you and thinking that he has a real chance to lose the fight and really have thought his way through those problems. And that's what I'm hoping is the case, so we can get a good fight, man. Some of these fights that people consider to be really big fights wind up being snoozers. And I'm really hoping that's not the case. As far as being flat-footed and all of that, he may be flat-footed, but man, Regis Prograis can punch, and he's coming from the southpaw stance and seeing the struggles that Devin Haney had in his last fight. We just don't see. We'll see how it plays out, though. But anyway, that's my take on the matter. Please let me know what you think in the comment section. And with that, I'm out. Peace.